Okay, hello, welcome back to my channel, or well, welcome for the first time if you haven't been here before. This is gonna be like, what do I want to call this? Like palette collection and a slight declutter. I don't think I'm gonna declutter that much. I am gonna try and declutter a bit, but to be honest, I don't think I am gonna declutter that much. So this is more gonna be my palette collection, and I hope you brought a snack because I counted these palettes and it is over 150 palettes. It's over 160 palettes. There could be 170 palettes. It's ridiculous. I know that. I know it's ridiculous. But I love makeup and I love eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is my favorite. I might be decluttering some of this, but I will give them to my friends and family because I do not have any palettes that are unused in this pile. Any unused palettes that I don't want to keep, I will give away in giveaways, or I will put in the pile towards a women's shelter. That's what it's called. So please don't ask me for my makeup in the comments. That's not how it's done, okay? So don't ask me for my makeup in the comments. But this is mostly going to be a palette. I'm going to show you my palettes. It's going to be a palette collection. That's what I'm trying to say. And this is slightly unorganized. I'm not going to be able to go by brand. So there might be some brands coming, like some in the beginning, some in the middle, some again, because some brands I do have quite a lot of palettes from. But let's just get started because these are a lot of palettes, and I'm gonna start with these three palettes by Morphe. These palettes are pretty old. This is the 12Z, which is the I think it's called the Zodiac. This is a really nice palette, and I really liked this palette once it came out. This is actually a really nice palette. This reminds me of the Dark Magic palette. Let me see if I can fetch that. See, this is the Zodiac one, and this is the Jaclyn Hill. Do you see that it has a similar like vibe to it? At least I feel like they do. I can talk about this one after as well. I don't dislike this palette at all. I actually think that this is one of the Morphe palettes that I like the most, but they don't make this anymore and it's pretty old. So I'm gonna see if somebody else will have fun with that one. The same with this one. This is 12S. This is summer. This isn't really my cup of tea. I did have some fun with this palette, but yeah, this isn't really my color scheme. I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. And then it's this one. I used to have a lot of fun with this one. This was actually for a while my go-to rainbow palette. This is Picasso. It's a 12P. I don't think that this one is available either. This is a pretty decent palette, but I will be honest, if I'm going for a rainbow palette right now, this is not the one I'm going to reach for. I will show you the one I'm going to reach for in a bit. This is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, one of the Vault palettes. This one is in Dark Magic. This is the one that I have. This is the only one I have from the Vault, and I like mine. Mine is good quality. Mine blends just fine, and I like mine. I have been using it a bit since I reviewed it as well, and I'm going to keep this because I think it's a nice palette. While we're talking about Morphe and Jaclyn Hill, this is not the first palette. This is the second Jaclyn Hill and Morphe palette. I have the first edition, the one that's basically cardboard. I don't use this palette, but I'm gonna keep it because I'm on YouTube. And that's what I'm gonna say about a bunch of these palettes. It is a good reference, and it would be a perfect palette to like use in a Throwback Thursday or anything like that, and it's not bad quality, so I'm gonna keep it even though I don't actually really use that one. Where am I gonna put that? Maybe here. And then we have this one, the Makeup Revolution Emily Edit. This is the Wands. I have reviewed this palette. I still have the plastic. Makes no sense. Let's get rid of that one. I have reviewed this one and I have made 3 looks with this. I thought that this palette was just fine. It was okay. Some of the shades are really nice, some of the shades are a bit so-so. If you're wondering about reviews about any of these palettes, you can just search on my channel for these palettes and you will find either reviews or looks, because most of these I have featured on my channel. Same here, I'm gonna keep this for YouTuber reference because it's still a palette that's what do you call it? In Sweden you would call it aktuell. Like it's still, I don't know what to call it. Like it's still being sold. It's still like in play. Let's talk about some Juvia's palettes. I have a whole video dedicated to all of my Juvia's palettes, so I'm just gonna show them quickly. This is the Masquerade palette. I'm gonna keep that one. This is the Magic palette. I'm also gonna keep that one. I have mine in a big size. If I could choose now, I would probably get the small size because I do think that that is better. This is the Nubian 2. This is beautiful, very underestimated. I don't have the Nubian 1. Let me see if I can get all of the Juvia's palettes out of here. Because yeah, I think I have all of them except the new matte one. I didn't get that one, and the first Nubian. This is the Afrique. I'm keeping all of my Juvia's Place palettes because I really do like them. This is the Tribe. This is probably my favorite Juvia's palette right now. It's so beautiful. This is the Saharan 2. This is like an unsung hero of the Juvia's Place palettes. It's absolutely stunning. This is the Saharan. This is probably my least used Juvia's Place palette. I don't really know, but for some reason it doesn't speak to me as much. This is the Zulu, is my second favorite. I've had so much fun with this palette. I just love this. This inspires me so much. Maybe I should do like a video like that. Makeup that inspires me. Because there are some makeup items that I just, like, I almost dream about them. This is the Warrior. This is that goldy yellow toned neutral one. And this is the Festival. Oh, love this red so much. This is Safa. It's so beautiful. Like, these tones are so beautiful. And then it's the Deuce palette. I know a lot of people have this as their favorite Juvia's Place palette. I wouldn't say that this is top 3 for me, not even top 5, I'd say. I like it, but it's not my favorite. I wouldn't say it's my favorite. And I think that those are all of my Juvia's Place palettes. I quickly want to show you this one. This is an old palette by H&M Beauty. Really old. I'm just keeping this for sentimental values because this is the oldest palette I own. I had so much fun with this, and I know you're not supposed to keep makeup or things for sentimental values, but I'm keeping it a little longer, okay? A little longer, just a little longer. Here are 2 palettes that I'm actually going to declutter, both of them. This is the NYX Ultimates in Cool Neutrals. I wasn't that amazed by the quality of either this palette or this palette. I thought that they were... I had better. I really do have better. Some of the shadows in this is very pigmented, but some just really aren't. Let me see if I can get the declutter pile to be somewhere else. I'm gonna need a second. Put it over here. Okay, so this is the Maybelline City Kids Urban Light. This is stunning. Like, this is so beautiful. I feel like this is, I'm not supposed to be swatching because we're gonna be here all night. But honestly, this is so pretty. I feel like this is something that never even got a chance in the beauty community. This one has some really nice shades, and for some reason I never used it either on camera, but it's really beautiful. I'm keeping it. Who knows, maybe I'll get the opportunity. I have 2 of these. Where's the other one? You know, I'll save it until I find the other one. Should we save the ColourPop for a bit as well? This is the Makeup Revolution and Soph Does It Nails. I don't know if she's called Soph anymore. I still have the plastic because it has the names of the shadows. This is basically one of the few Makeup Revolution palettes I enjoy, so I'm gonna keep it. If I want to do something with Makeup Revolution or like really affordable eyeshadows, this could be something that I could use. This one I really like. This is the BH Cosmetics Weekend Festival palette. I did name this palette one of the best palettes of 2018, so I'm definitely keeping it. I think it's beautiful. I want to get back to it kind of soon. Okay, so here I have 2 more Makeup Revolution palettes. These are holiday palettes of 2017. There's nothing wrong with these. These are really pretty. There's nothing wrong with the quality, but I am not reaching for this palette over any of the other colorful palettes I have. So I'm actually going to declutter it for that reason alone. But I don't really dislike the quality. I still think it's good. And it's the same with this one. I'm not going to reach for this over any of the really like spicy warm palettes I have. There's nothing wrong with the quality. I'm just not going to pick this palette over any of the other ones that I have. Let's talk a bit of Sleek. I think I only have 3 Sleek palettes. Sleek is a very affordable UK-based brand. This one is the Enchanted Forest. Oh, this one still has the sponge tip applicator. This one is so pretty. I am definitely keeping this one. I'm having so much fun still with this palette. I think it's beautiful, and it's the same here. I've traveled with this sometime as well because it's really nice. I don't know if that one is still available though, but it's the same there. If I want to do something like affordable makeup, this is definitely a palette or a brand overall that I would reach for. Come on. I should really bring out my tweezers. I hate when you have to open palettes like this. This is the Sunset, and this is beautiful, but I don't use this one. Same here, but I do like this one though. There's no reason for me to pick this palette over anything else that I own. That is stunning though. I want that. I want this one in a single. I never find like a vibrant orange. They're always like bronze. I want this. Can I get something like that? Should I keep this just for this shade? No, I shouldn't. But I really want something that's like this. Like a bright, vibrant orange, metallic. Just not in this palette because I don't reach for this palette. But why is it so hard to find metallic oranges? I have no idea. But I'm going to declutter that one. This is going to be such a long video. I'm so sorry. This is the Garden of Eden. This is so pretty. I am definitely keeping this one. Like, look at that. So beautiful. So yeah, I am keeping that one because I think it's really pretty. Let's get into this one. This is the Sense Revealed 3D. Nothing wrong with this palette, but I'm not reaching for this palette right now over anything else that I have, so I'm gonna declutter it. This is a palette that I actually don't like, and I gave it a good review in the beginning because I hadn't really tried that many different eyeshadow formulas, and with time I changed my mind and I actually don't think that this is so good, so I am gonna declutter that one. This is something that I don't really know about. This is the Beach Cosmetics Galaxy Chic. Here is something else that's like really orange. But it's not the same. It's not the same fiery orange. Do you see the difference? But I never ever reach for this. I never reach for this. So I'm gonna get rid of that one as well. I don't think it's bad quality, but listen, I have things that are so much better quality than that I would reach for over that one. This is the Chameleon Eye Color palette from H&M Beauty. It's one of the palettes that they had for a... This looks so murky. It is murky. They had it for a holiday. I'm gonna get rid of this one because I never reach for it because I have so many other things that I love. And then we're getting into... This is the Crown... This is the Crown Brush Smoke It Out 2 eyeshadow palette. Just recently got this one. But I think we all knew that I was gonna get rid of it. Not that I think that this is a bad palette. I think that this is a pretty palette. But I have these colors, although... Look at this one. Could this be it? No, this isn't the same. Where is that vibrant orange? I'm gonna have to look for that. It's just too big. I don't like palettes that are this big. I didn't mind the quality. I have done a palette bingo with this one, but I don't love this kind of size. I think I'm gonna declutter all of my Morphe palettes except this one, because this is the first Jaclyn Hill palette. And I'm keeping this one. I think this is beautiful. I really do. Here is it. Now I see oranges everywhere. Oh, that's not that far off, let's be honest. Oh, I'm gonna need something to wipe on, but obviously I don't have anything. I'll wipe it on my arm. I'm gonna keep this one because that one was really hard to get a hold of, and I still actually bring that out sometimes. This is the 35W. I have no idea why I have this. I'm thinking maybe I got it as an extra sometime because this is not my color scheme. I don't know why I own this. This is the 35D. This one though has some really pretty colors, but it's only these three colors, and this... You can't see anything. These three colors here and the purple is the only ones that are pretty, and I have something similar to this in my collection. I don't need to keep this palette for that. And then we have the infamous 35O. I bought this pretty early. It's okay. It's okay. It's brown. Okay, we're getting rid of that one. That was a no-brainer. Let me see what I have here in my stash here, because I do have some palettes in front of me as well. So we can maybe get rid of this little box. Whoop. Oh my god. That was a bad idea, wasn't it? Oh, here is the other one of this that I was talking about. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. I have 2 of these CoverGirl palettes. I don't know if these are still available, but it's the roses and the jewels, and I still haven't tried them, and I'm gonna keep them because I wanna be able to try them. I don't have that much, like, drugstore makeup because we don't really have drugstores here, so it's kind of nice to own it. This is the Essence All About Magical Forest. I got this from Georgia when we did a makeup exchange. I'm gonna keep it because I haven't played enough with it. This is the Wet n Wild Comfort Zone. I want at some point do like a makeup look with this one, but I haven't even opened this one. That's pitiful. I also have this one, the Not a Basic Peach. I have done a look with this one, but yeah, I'm gonna keep both of them because it's always nice to have some affordable palettes. Stop it! Okay. Wait. Need to focus. This is the Makeup Revolution Beach and Surf. This is one of their very old palettes. They don't have this anymore, and they haven't had it for a while. I'm actually gonna declutter it because there's no way I'm gonna actually bring that out and use it. This is the quad from H&M Beauty. This is one of their limited edition collections that was called Global Fusion. Yeah, and they came out with this quad, and it's beautiful. I really love this. I'm actually going to keep it because I think that this is nice. I also have 2 quads from Models Own. Is Models Own a thing anymore? Did they like quit? I don't know what happened. But I have this one that's called Mediterranean Haze. Looks like this. And then I have this one that's called Jungle Fever. And it looks like this. They're both very pretty, and I think I'm gonna keep both of them because I love me a good quad. Don't know about these though. These are the Balm's Smoke Balm. This is the one, doesn't say anything. This is the green one. I have never used this. Maybe I should give it away. And this is the black one. This one I have used, but I'm gonna declutter both of these. But this one I can give away, maybe to like the women's shelter because I haven't used that one. Let me put those away. And then I have this Wet n Wild palette that's very beige. I'm gonna declutter that one. And I have this Lid Lingerie by NYX. I am gonna declutter that one. And then I have 2 sleek things. And these are like, I think these are called Eyelust. Ooh. They're basically a mix of cream and like shadows, and you can make like smoky. This one you're supposed to make like smoky eyes, and with the creams you can use them as a base or as a cut crease. And then we have this one that's called Stonework, and it looks like this. I think they're both very nice, especially this pink one here is stunning. I don't know if you can see that. No, you cannot, but it is, trust me. It's a very stunning color, but I'm not going to keep any of these because I am not reaching for those, at all. This one. This is like, I'm embarrassed by this. This one is going in the top of my pile. This is the Yeah Bright makeup palette by H&M Beauty. I haven't used this. I have only swatched it, and this one seems so promising. Like some of these things, like this highlighter swatches like a dream. And this shimmery glittery one right here is also so beautiful. So I am gonna use this one. I promise I'm gonna use this one. I want to do like a best of H&M Beauty and just doing a get ready with me, and that is happening soon. This is the Foil Eyes 2 by BH Cosmetics. This is just slightly too big for me to reach for it. I have to say that the bottom row here is absolutely stunning, but I don't really reach for this one, so I'm actually gonna declutter it. Then I have 3 palettes from Models Own. I think I'm gonna declutter all of these. This one is really bright though, but I think I'm gonna declutter all of these because I don't use these. That is the Full Moon. This is the Enchanted one, and then we have this one that's called Color Chrome. It's basically like cream shadows, but I don't reach for these anymore, so I'm actually going to declutter them. Let me grab this one. This is the So Lush palette by Label UK. This is an UK based indie brand. I have reviewed this palette. I really like it, and I am gonna keep it. Let me see, this is another brand that I only have one eyeshadow palette from, but she is coming out with another one soon. This is September Rose Cosmetics, and this is the Slush palette. And this is what she looks like. Very bright and very colorful. And I like this palette, so I am gonna keep it because I think it's absolutely stunning. Let me see if I can bring up some more palettes to the front here. I have so many more palettes. It's actually kind of ridiculous. And with kind of ridiculous, I mean it's a very ridiculous. And here comes the dog. Got some paper so I can get some swatches off. I don't know if the dog is going to be here or not. He cannot seem to decide. Here is one of the biggest embarrassments of my beauty room. I have never used the baby girl stack. I think it is absolutely stunning. But for some reason, I never got to it, and it's sitting on my vanity as a reminder of something that I should really get to. These are the kind of colors that I love. Two of them are very orangey browns, but then there are 3 corals, and I feel like I can have so much fun with this, but I never got to it. But I am gonna. I do have some other things from Melt as well. I have the She's in Party stack. I have the this is the Lovesick stack. I have this is the Neon stack. I think those are the ones I have. These are more from the Neon. This is from the She's in Parties. This is also from She's in Parties. I think those are the 3 stacks I have together with the Baby Girl stack. This is also the Deep Sea Luster palette by Kaleidos Cosmetics. This is the latest palette I reviewed on my channel. Definitely keeping this. I love this palette. This is the Caliente. I'm so sorry. By Glamlight. A beautiful palette. I just got this palette, so I'm keeping it because I'm still playing with it. This is the Alondra Desi palette by Glamlight. Same here. One of the newer palettes in my collection. I'm still playing, not playing, like, I have reviewed all of these palettes, so I know how I feel about them, but I'm, like, they're new. They're still exciting. I'm definitely keeping them. And then we have this one. This is the Natasha Denona Lila palette. This is one that I am still playing with. Like, I haven't made up my mind yet. I think it's beautiful, but I don't think that the result that I get on my eyes is, like, unique. Definitely keeping it. She was expensive. Then I have the Paleo and the Archeo palette. This one is this is not the, like, the actual, I do have the actual, like, copy here somewhere. This is the one I got to work with when I was doing the looks for it. I don't know if they changed anything with this. I don't think so, because this is the one I used when I did the looks. So I am keeping this one. I enjoy it. I will say though that these 2 colors out here are not my favorites, but I do like the other ones. And then it's the Paleo palette, and I really like the Paleo palette as well. I think this is beautiful. Especially love this glacial here. Oh, so pretty. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping both of those. I really love Cleonut as a brand, and I'm so excited to own those palettes. Here are 2 Sigma palettes, but I know that I own another one. So let's keep that for a bit. This is a contour palette. Let's declutter that one. Because I'm not gonna be using that one. This is the Ofra Pro palette. This is a matte palette. I think I have a bright palette here somewhere. Where did I put that? I actually don't know. Don't know. But this is the matte palette by Ofra. I have not used this enough, I'll be honest. So I should really keep this and play more with it. Ofra is a brand I really like, so I'm gonna try this a bit more. I'll start a pile over here. And then it's the like the unicorn, the Mi Vida Loca. This one has a very bittersweet taste now that she has gone off and been slightly crazy. I actually don't know what I'm supposed to do with this. Should I sell this? This one is a bit annoying. Beautiful palette. I haven't used it that much. I really do like it though, but I'm not using it right now because I am very disappointed with Kat Von D and how she is running her brand. Don't want to declutter her palettes though, because at least the ones that I own, I do like the quality, but if things doesn't change, I might declutter them in the future. Should probably try and sell this, to be honest. And while we're on the subject of Kat Von D, what happened here? Why do I have blue? What happened? This is so dusty. This is the Saint and Sinners palette. This isn't really fitting now, is it? How am I supposed to be? Like this. This is a very pretty palette. I did enjoy working with it, but I'm not going to be using it right now because the brand is a mess. Same with this one. This is the Metal Matte. I really liked working with this one. I love these blues here in the corner. Brand is a mess. I'm not going to use it. I'm not going to declutter it though. Oh, here is the other Sigma palette. So this is the Nightlife by Camila Coelho. This is not a good palette. I don't like this palette at all. So I am gonna declutter this one. Maybe somebody else will like it more than I did. This one was nice. I liked it. The color selection isn't exactly like my cup of tea. I'm gonna declutter that one as well, but I'm gonna keep this one because this one I really like, and this one I've been traveling with a lot. And you might not think that, but this is actually one of the like neutral palettes that I like this one. I'm gonna keep this. It's gonna be sticking with me for a little bit longer, and we'll see how I feel about it next time that I'm decluttering it, because hopefully I'm gonna be reaching for these things, and there's a reason for me to be keeping them, so to speak. And let's talk about a brand that I own 2 palettes from that I've been using. I still haven't dug into the other 2 palettes that I got as a gift, and I haven't given them to anyone else either. I might. I haven't really decided, but I'm probably not going to be using them myself. Although I'm very thankful for the subscriber that thought of me and wanted to give me a gift. It's just not a brand that I'm supporting at the moment. And that's how I feel about these Jeffree Star Cosmetics palettes. I don't see this brand... I'm not going to be harsh and say that I never cancel anyone forever. I don't. This is the Beauty Killer and this is the Androgyny. I never cancel anyone forever. I really don't. But I'm finding it very hard for him. I don't know how he's gonna find his way back. And I don't know if he's a racist or not, or if he's just stupid and says stupid things. That also happens to people, unfortunately. But what I'm finding really hard to get over is how rude he is to his own fans. And I don't understand that. There's no reason for that. I'm actually going to declutter both of these because I don't see myself using them, to be honest. Where am I going to put these? I'll put it here at the side. This is the Lorac Desert Sunset, Unsipped Desert Sunset. This is one of the palettes that I got from Georgia Harris when we did a makeup exchange. I've really been enjoying this palette, and I actually see myself using this more, so I am going to keep it. I think it's really beautiful. It is like a neutral palette that's a bit berry. Here we are again with the Kat Von D. This is the Divine palette. I will say that I think I like this palette more than most people did. I think that this was a really nice palette. I had a lot of fun with this palette. I'm not gonna declutter it. It's gonna have to... Same with this one, the Pastel Goth. It's gonna stick around for another turn. Let's see what happens with her brand, because I really hope that she will realize that something has to be done. But you never know. You never know, to be honest. But they're gonna stick around for another turn, and we'll see what happens. This is the Ofra Signature Eyeshadow Palette in Irresistible Smoky Eyes. Oh, this is a little 5-pan palette. I like the quality of this one, but it's not the kind of colors that I reach for, so I'm actually going to be decluttering that one. How funny is it that I don't know if you know the story. I live in Sweden. It is not that easy as an English-speaking channel to get PR from the bigger brands when you're not in US. Let me tell you. So when I actually got some PR from Too Faced, I was like, wow, that's so cool. And I got the white chocolate bar. I haven't even used this one because I was like, what am I gonna do with this one? Oh, it comes with a pamphlet of makeup that I could be doing on myself. Yeah, let me get rid of that one. This actually looks prettier in real life than I thought it was gonna do, but this is very muted. I will say the smell is delightful, but what am I gonna do? What am I gonna do with this? What am I gonna do with this? I don't know. It's still in the box because I'm just like, what am I gonna do with this? I should declutter this one, right? Yeah, I should. Let me put this here. Let me remember to separate them. This is the In the Balm of Your Hand, Volume 1 from The Balm. It has some lip products under this little flap. There's some like blushes, some eyeshadows, and a highlighter, and it's the Bahama Mama. I did like this one, but I'm not using it anymore, so I'm gonna declutter that one actually. This is one that I don't want to declutter because I love Edward Scissorhands so much, but oh boy did this palette get me to not buy from Sugarpill for a really long time, because this is not a good palette. It just is. This is not a good palette. I should probably sell this, but I'm gonna keep it for a bit. Maybe I'll find someone who wants to buy it, but I'll keep it for a bit. I don't know. This is the Meat Matte Nude by The Balm. This is actually really good quality. I really like the quality of this, but as you can see, these are not the kind of colors that I reach forever, so I'm actually going to declutter it. This is the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions. I like this palette, but I'm currently on a break from Huda as well. I honestly, like, I know that everybody wants to hate Huda because she stole an idea from an indie brand. The reason why I didn't buy from Huda for a while, and I still haven't, is that there was too much Huda drama in a short amount of time. And that usually indicates that a brand is a bit messy, and I try to avoid messy brands. I haven't heard any drama from her corner in a while, and you're not gonna see Huda Beauty release a video where she apologizes to Beauty Bakery. That's not what's gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. The only thing that we can hope happen from this situation is that she or any other big brand realizes that stuff like that sticks and consumers notice and they don't do it again. That's what we can hope for. So I am actually semi-ready to give Huda a new chance, like a second chance. I don't really know though. Let me know how you feel about that. Let me know how you feel about Huda. I'm gonna keep this one because I actually enjoy this and I love the size of it. So I'm gonna keep it and not using it right now, but I kind of liked it and I don't want to get rid of it. This is the Bright Lights by Pinky Rose. Ooh, I do have the other Pinky Rose palettes. I'll try and remember and pick them out in the end. This is the one that got me hooked on Pinky Rose. I said in the review of this one that I love the mattes, I love the shimmers, and I preferred if they didn't have the pressed glitters and instead just had more shimmers. And the new palettes have exactly that. So I'm really excited about the new palettes. I'm definitely keeping this one because I think it's really nice quality. Let me see. This is the keep pile. I have some Makeup Addiction cosmetics here. Oh, I have this one as well. This is the Makeup Geek and Manny MUA palette. I remember when I got this, oh my god, I was standing in line for the site for so long to get this. And I actually think that this palette is really good quality, so I am gonna keep it. I do have some palettes as well in my monthly haul that I'm not going to bring up here because I'm just going to show them soon to you anyways, because like they're not part of my collection yet. At least that's how I see it. Then it is the Nabla Dreamy palette. This one I quite like. I didn't really agree with the shimmers in this palette. I think the mattes are really nice. The shimmers need either a glitter glue or your finger to really work. I did not get these to work with a setting spray, and that's how I like to use shimmer, so I had to go in with a different technique to use this palette. It's not like the end of the world, but you know, sometimes you don't want to change up your technique just for an eyeshadow palette. But I'm gonna keep it though because I think it's a nice palette and I quite like it. This is the Glitter Eyes Pressed Glitter. I have not heard anything about this brand for a really long time. This is a UK-based indie brand. This is like super like flaky. This is not like an, oh my god, this is not like an easy, like effortless formula that just does not require any like attention, because this is very flaky. Oh my god, you can even see there's a flake going now. But it's a beautiful formula, and it is really pretty and duochromy. I'm gonna keep it because who knows if I want to use it. But I will say that that is not an easy formula to work with, but the result is really astounding. So am I gonna keep this? Do I have other things that do this? Yeah, I do. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of it. It's beautiful, but I do have other things that do exactly that. I like this. I know a lot of people didn't like the Too Faced Glitter Bomb, but I like this. It is so pretty. Like, I'm not even kidding you. Like this one, and this one. Oh, and this one right here, like the purple one. Like, I don't understand why people were so harsh on this palette. It is such a stunning palette. I don't know what I wish. I feel like this palette came in the wrong time. I feel like if it came now, people would probably like it more because they're more into glitters now. But I mean, it's not even glitter, it's like a super shimmer. It's like the Dazzle shadows from MAC. That's what they are. Like, they're so pretty. And everybody loves the Dazzle shadows by MAC, and this is the exact same formula. Basically, it's the exact same formula. I don't get it. That's basically it. Okay, let's talk about these, but I do think I have some more from these. Don't I have more? Because these are only 3. Don't I have another one? I don't know if I have another one. Okay, I don't know. This is the Makeup Edition Cosmetics in Smoked Out. This is one of my favorite eyeshadow formulas ever. This is such a beautiful formula. I love the shimmers and I love the mattes. This is the Flaming Love. This is their first palette. I really want to get the other palette that they released, the new one, but I haven't gotten around to it yet. This is the Vintage, and somewhere here I have the Meadow, but I don't really know where. Where did I put the Meadow? I don't know. Do I have a stash here somewhere, which eyeshadow palettes that I've missed? I love this one, the Vintage one. Anyways, I do have another one. I have the one that's Meadow as well. I don't really know where it's at though. It's somewhere here, somewhere. Let's take the Anastasia ones in a bit. This one, I've only used this once on my channel. This is the Urban Decay Electric. Beautiful palette. I have this, if you want to see something. I have it. I'm not going to declutter it. I think it's beautiful. I have the Kylie Cosmetics Peach palette. I've had this as a request in like my Throwback Thursday palettes, but nobody really wants to see this. Did you all declutter it? Maybe I should too. I don't dislike this palette, but I'm never reaching for it, so maybe I should declutter it because it's just bringing clutter to my collection. I'll put that in the declutter. This is Pure My Little Pony. I like this palette. I know that nobody else did. Okay, there was a couple that liked it, but I like this. I had a lot of fun with this palette. I created some really fun looks. I am keeping that one. I liked it. This is another palette that I should come back and play a bit more with. This is the Super Beauty Cupcakes and Monsters. Like, I've had some fun playing with this shadow here, the Clover one, but I like this one. I think it's called like Tomato. Bloody Mary. Why did I get Tomato? Because it's... And when you swatch them, they're not getting that much like pigment. But I think that this is the kind of formula that really works nice on the eyes. I've been having like a lot of fun with these shadows, and I am going to keep that one. I want to play a bit more with Suva. Oh my god, I'm really making a mess here. This is the Nabla Poison Garden. I put this back into my collection, even though I said I was going to declutter it, because I kind of want to... I'm not going to say give this another chance because I have reviewed this and I don't like it. But I want to try this palette with shadows that I know that I love from other brands. Like mix and match a bit and see if they work better together with other brands. Because they don't... I don't feel like this palette works that good on its own. This was not one of my favorite palettes. It is sticking around for another round. But next time I do a declutter, that one is probably not going to stick around. This is the... Did you think I had this? Are you surprised? This is the Urban Decay Naked 3. I have even done a Throwback Thursday on this one. I am not keeping this. This has run its course in my collection. Let's be honest here. And then we have... Oh, these are just some singles from Anastasia Beverly Hills that didn't fit into my other collection. I'll just put them over here. This is the NARS Man Ray palette. This is a... Come on. This is a pretty palette. This is a really pretty palette. This is one of the... This is like a palette that I could see myself feeling like I wanted to use one day and just pick it up and do something really grungy and sultry and just jewel tones. I really did like this palette. This was part of the holiday collection last year. I'm actually going to hang on to it and I'm going to see if I keep it, if I use it a bit more. Let's move some of these palettes out of this one and let's see if we can get some of these back in here. I do have another Anastasia here. Let's talk about the Anastasia palettes. This is the Norvina palette. This is the newest palette that I have. I really like this one. I am keeping it. This is the Anastasia Beverly Hills World Traveler. Shadow Couture. I think it's called World Traveler. I don't know. Why does this have this plastic? I remember when this one came. I remember how excited I was about it. I remember how much I wanted to use it. And I'm not gonna get rid of it, but I will say that I don't think that this one was as hyped as the palettes that they released after. And if you want to see a throwback with this one sometime, let me know. Same with this one, the Self-Made palette. If you want to see a throwback, let me know. It looked like this. It had some really pretty shades, like this Isla is super beautiful and the purple is really nice. For a while there, they were putting pink champagne in everything they had. Why not? It was beautiful, but I'm keeping this to just keep with the few Anastasia palettes I actually have. Do have this one as well. I'm not decluttering this one. I don't love it, but I have grown to at least not hate it. I guess that's like that's what you can expect at this point. I could do some kind of throwback with this one if you want to. You can let me know because it's totally possible. Let me see where I have the other one of this because I have... Oh, here it is. Why do I have the sleeve for this one? Let's get rid of that one as well. I have two palettes from Miscellaneous. The Queen Bee palette that looks like this. It's a very warm and just toasty palette. Like, these shimmers are intense. I personally like both of these palettes. I think they're really pretty. They're up my alley, so to speak. And the other one is the one that's gotten the most hype, and it is the Witchcraft palette. It's a really pretty palette. Like, it has some greens and some purples. It's just, according to me, a really nice palette. This is what they look like. So I'm gonna keep both of these. Miscellaneous is a brand that I'm super excited to see what else she comes out with. Why do I need the paper all the time? Ugh, gotta stop touching everything. No touchy. Let me bring out some palettes that I have here from the side. And we can do these. Maybe I can go and get my Pinky Rose palettes as well. Oh, here's the Meadow palette. Found it! Just found some more palettes. Yeah. That's fun. This is the Chocolate Bar by Too Faced. I am keeping this because this is going to be the next palette that I do my Throwback Thursday with. And these smell so nice. I really love the smell of these. So I'm going to keep it and I am going to do a Throwback Thursday with this one. I'm sorry that this is such a weird angle, but there's too many palettes here. Wait, can I... Such a problem. This is the Juvia Skinny Dip. This is a beautiful palette with a beautiful formula, but I never reach for this ever. So I'm gonna declutter it, which is a shame, but I never reached for this one. And yeah, it's a shame. This though is the Lemonade palette by Dominique Cosmetics, and this is a palette that I actually reached for this weekend when I was going out. So I am keeping this one. I think it's beautiful and I really like this palette. Okay, we're getting into some indie. This is the Blush Tribe Hasina 1. This is a beautiful palette. This is one of the 2 rainbow palettes that I reach for if I want to do some kind of a rainbow look. I really like that this one has some of the berry tones here at the bottom together with like both shimmers and mattes. Dog in the background. I really like that. And this is also from Blush Tribe. It is the Malika palette. I should get rid of that sleeve. This is like a warm toned this is like a warm tone palette. Lots of berries and pinks and some neutrals here at the top, and there's also some shimmers here at the corner. I really love the matte shades here. I am definitely keeping that one. This is from Suri Cosmetics. I love this palette so much. This is the Suri palette. I love this palette. I think it's great quality. I love the color scheme. I'm definitely keeping it. This is going through my like indie collection at this point. Let's get rid of the... This is the Fall Fusion by Blush Tribe. Unfortunately, this is sold out, but maybe she'll bring it back. This is the one that has a shade that's called Angelica, right here. This is a beautiful palette. I really do enjoy this palette, and I'm definitely keeping it. I especially like this quad here. I think this is so beautiful. This like shade right here is also a very stunning pink, and this one is such a pretty like shimmer. These are stunning, and I am definitely keeping those. Ugh, these are so pretty. Now I need paper again. So yeah, I'm definitely keeping those. Let me see if I have some more Blush Tribe here before we go on. This is the Hasina 2. I love this one. I've talked about this so much. Also from Blush Tribe, definitely keeping it. This is like my newest Blush Tribe palette. This is the Munasa palette. I'm gonna keep the cover for this one because I haven't reviewed it yet. And this one looks like this. I have done a palette bingo with this and should be up on my channel. And I really did like how that look came out. And I haven't reviewed this palette yet, so I need to use it a bit more, so I'm definitely keeping it. This is the Blossom palette by Blush Tribe. It looks like this. I think it's a really pretty palette. Some of the, like the pastels like this and this are a bit weak in this palette, but I do enjoy this one as well. But I do enjoy the Hasina 2, the Hasina 1 and the Hasina 2 more than this one. But I'm not gonna get rid of any of my indie palettes. It's just not gonna happen. This cover is exactly the same as the sleeve, so I'm actually gonna get rid of this one as well. This is the Paulina palette by Blush Tribe. And oh, this also has a plastic. I have reviewed this on my channel. This is a pink, purple, and green palette. I have made a video of this on my channel, and I am keeping that one as well. Now we're gonna go into the certified pile. Let me see if I can move these palettes to the side so we can have some space. Let me do them in the order as they was released. This is the Tropical Wonders. This is my favorite rainbow palette. This one and the Hasina one. This one is all matte though. I like this. I like this a lot. I am pulling this out from time to time to use it. I really enjoy this one. It is called Tropical Wonders. Second palette she came out with was this one that's called the Dynasty, which is basically made off of rose with like monochromatic looks. I've had so much fun with this palette. I really love this one as well. And then she came out with this one that's a black one, and this is called the Destiny palette. And I think this one, come on, has my favorite color scheme. Look at how murky and like grungy and jewel toned and still bright this is. This one has a couple of shimmers thrown in there, and this is my favorite palette. I think, no, maybe the Tropical Wonders. Okay, the Tropical Wonders and this one. Those two are my absolute favorites. And then it's the latest one. It's the one that's called Affinity. I love this background with the like, the gold that's like semi-reflective. It's like, oh, super beautiful. This is a really nice palette as well. I've had a lot of fun with this palette, and I am not getting rid of it. These are the new Pinky Rose palettes, the ones that I am reviewing right now. This is the Exotic Peacock. And I am keeping all three of these, obviously, because I haven't even reviewed them yet. I think now that I've seen them, that this is my favorite. The one that's called 80s Baby. I have to say that I really like this. I think this is such a cool palette. I'm keeping the sleeves because I haven't reviewed them yet. That's usually how I like to do it. And then it's the one that's called Obsessed. It's very bright and fun, but still not a rainbow palette. So I'm very excited for all three of these, and I cannot wait to review them. I hope I can get around to them quite soon. This is the last Makeup Addiction Cosmetics palette that I have. This is the one that's called Meadow. This is really pretty. This green is such a beautiful green. Like such a beautiful green. Oh, I really like that. Now I have to take the paper again, but yeah, I'm definitely keeping this one. Like I said, Makeup Addiction Cosmetics is one of my favorite brands when it comes to eyeshadows. This is the Infinity Deep palette. I have this amongst my eyeshadows because this is a bit too deep to use as a face palette for me. I love Linda Hallberg as a brand and as a person as well, and I'm definitely keeping this one and continuing to play with this one. I have not used it enough to like really make a firm decision on how I feel about it. This is another one of the palettes that I am really like ashamed of because this one is so pretty, but I have only swatched this palette. I have never ever used it, and I should really be using this one, but for some reason I am not. Maybe I should pull this out because I am gonna film a first impressions video. Maybe this could fit. Let me think about that. And then it's the Ace Beauty bundle. I have made one video about each of these palettes, and I'm keeping all of them, even though they're not my favorite formula. I am keeping them because I'm really inspired by these. This is the one that's called Classical Paradise. It's on the front, Angie. Get a grip. This is Slice of Paradise. This is the Paradise Fallen. And this is the Blossom Passion. Lots of indie brands right now, but you know, my passion is indie brands, so I don't think that it should come as any surprise. Let me see if I can move these so we can look at the ones that I have here, because I do have some more here. Let me bring them out. Okay, I think these are the last ones. Let me move that to a more sexy location. I think these are the last ones. I hope so, because I am so freaking done. I've been here forever. I might have forgotten something, and I'm so sorry if I have, but I'm doing my best. This is the Natasha Denona 5 pan in number 11. I got this as PR, which is absolutely amazing. I really like the two greens in this palette, so I am actually gonna hold on to this a bit more. After all, it is Natasha Denona, so I am keeping that one for a bit. Let's talk about all the ColourPop at the end. I want to quickly show you these. These are my Nabla singles. I know that some people are asking me in my video about single shadows, which I do have a separate video on, and they were like, don't you have shadows from Nabla? And I do. I just forgot. I forgot because I have all my Nabla shadows in these little smaller palettes that they have. Look at how beautiful this one is. And therefore, I don't store them with the other single shadows, and I just forgot. But I have 3 of these smaller palettes with shadows from Nabla, and Nabla makes amazing single shadows, like really amazing single shadows, and I do recommend the single shadows from Nabla. I also recommend these really cute 6-pan like palettes, especially when they come out with like limited edition like packaging. It's super beautiful. So yeah, those are my shadows from Nabla. I thought I'd just show you a bit quickly. This is not an eyeshadow palette, go away. This is the Sigma Viper palette. I have been really enjoying playing with this palette. I really enjoy this palette. I think this palette is really fun. I love that it's only a 6-pan palette. I have been having a lot of fun with this palette, and I'm definitely keeping it. I love the size of it. I love the quality of it. So let's put that to the side. This one is really dusty. This is the e.l.f. Mad for Matte eyeshadow palette in Jewel Pop. Oh my god, I'm gonna need the tweezers. Okay. I really like this one. I think this is beautiful. I don't use it enough though, but this is one of those palettes that I enjoy, but I don't use it enough, but I want to use it more, and I definitely want to keep it for like YouTuber reference, because this is an affordable all matte jewel toned eyeshadow palette, and I don't think that they don't grow on trees, let me tell you that. This is the Kat Von D anniversary palette. I did get this one, and I got this one just before the drama started. And it is a pretty palette. It's not amazing, but it is a pretty palette, and I did enjoy playing with this, but I will say that I lost like the passion to play with it after all the drama happened, and I have not been using this enough. But I'm gonna keep it because you never know what happens, and I think it's a beautiful palette, and yeah, I'm not gonna declutter it at this point at least. And then we have the Creepy Cute. Why am I so... What am I... Okay, I don't want to talk about it. This is the Creepy Cute by Strobe Cosmetics. They actually sent me the new palette in PR, but it got lost in the mail because that's how the Swedish post office works. So maybe I'll end up picking that one up for myself later on in the future. Right now I'm on a low buy, but I'm really interested in Strobe Cosmetics. I really love the quality both of this palette. I think it's amazing, and also the singles that I've tried, and the other palette that she had, the one that was supposed to reach me but got lost. I've heard a lot of really good reviews about that one as well, so at some point in time I do want to own that one as well. I really love this one, and this is definitely staying in my collection. I do love me a good like indie brand eyeshadow palette. These are some singles that got lost. This is the Feral eyeshadow palette by Menagerie Cosmetics. I have used this one a couple of times. I think it's okay. I personally don't think that this is as amazing as like for instance, I love this formula a lot more than I love the Menagerie Cosmetics formula. Don't think it's bad, but it's I don't know if people were hyping it up so much that I just expected more, but yeah, it's okay. It's okay. I don't hate it, but I will say that this is so heavy. This is unnecessarily heavy. This is too heavy for a palette. There are some palettes that are just too light and too flimsy, and you're like, what's going on here? But this one is too heavy. I don't like how heavy this is. I'm not gonna get rid of it though, because I love supporting indie brands, and I'm gonna try that one a bit more. I have this one as well. This is the Makeup Academy, what's it called? Makeup Academy, yeah. This is their eyeshadow palette. This is a really pretty eyeshadow palette, but this brand no longer ships to Sweden. Like, I really like this. I thought that this was a nice palette, but they don't ship to me anymore, and I honestly, I don't know why they stopped shipping to Sweden. This is such a beautiful palette though. I should really bring this out again and have some fun with this. I'm gonna keep this because I thought the quality of this one was really nice. I have two palettes here at the bottom. One of them is the Urban Decay. Is this like the Vice 4? I think this is the Vice 4. Do you know, the one that has the old oil slick at the front? Although mine is mostly purple. And this is what she looks like. I like this palette, but I don't love it and I don't reach for it, so I'm actually gonna declutter it. That was easy. This is the Zoeva Matte Spectrum. This is the only Zoeva palette that I own, and I really enjoy this palette, so I am actually gonna hang on to this one. Is there anything else than ColourPop left? Oh yeah, there's some here because I'm blind. This is the Creme de Couture by Sigma. This was the re-release of a palette that they had from before. They released this at Holiday 2017, right? Yeah. I really like this palette. I think it's very unique. I think it's very fun, and I am keeping that one. This is the Metallic Mysteries 2 from Linda Hallberg. This is a palette that I just recently reviewed on my channel. I am keeping that one, and I'm also keeping the Enchanted Secrets by Linda Hallberg. I think that both of these palettes are really beautiful. I do prefer this one though because it's more glittery and more like duochrome. These were also some ColourPop. I do have a Smashbox palette. This is the Pink and Palms, right? Pink and Palms. I want to give this another chance because I love the format. I love everything about this, but the performance. But I'm gonna give this one more chance. You know, who knows? Maybe. Maybe. I'm gonna keep it though because I have hope. I have hope. These are not, like, these are actually more like singles, but I have them as pre-made palettes. Like, I put them in palettes and I'm not planning to rearrange them. These are both from We Makeup, which is an Italian brand, and I have reviewed these on my channel. This is a palette that I put together myself. This one has 3 duochromes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 mattes and a shimmery green. This is a stunning palette. I'm so excited for this palette, and this is the palette that I bought that was already pre-made. This is called Boreal Lights, right? This one has 1 duochrome, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mattes, and then 1 more foiled and 1 more shimmer. It's actually a really pretty palette, so I'm really excited to own both of these. I like the quality of these, and in the future I can see myself getting more things from We Makeup. I also have 3 of the palettes from Dose of Colors. I really hope that they come out with more of these 5 pens in the future. This is Marvelous Mauves. Really like this one. This is Snow Angels. This was the holiday palette of this year. Really like this one. I also used this one this weekend together with the what is it called? The Lemonade palette by Dominique Cosmetics. And this is the Blushing Berries. I think this is my favorite, and this is the one I use the most. But I like all 3 of them, and I like the quality of these shadows, and I really hope I get the opportunity to buy more in the future. Now, I think we are down to the ColourPop. Could that be correct? I think it's only ColourPop left. Wow, I never thought we'd get here. I have the Sol & Mar in the original packaging, obviously. This is the one that they call the blue palette, which actually only has 2 blues and a greeny turquoise. It's nice quality, but I don't like the plastic packaging from ColourPop. I wish they would stop with that. This is the Soul palette. I had one here that came broken, but I don't really mind that much. This is the one they call the Orange palette. Yeah. Let's just leave it at that. I don't think that these needed to be called the Orange and the Blue palette. Maybe it's only us that do that. Maybe not ColourPop, maybe it's only us. This is the Dream Street palette. This is the collaboration between Kathleen Lights and ColourPop. I have been enjoying this palette, and I think I'm saving everything from ColourPop, to be honest. This is the second Kathleen Lights and ColourPop palette. I love the packaging of this one. I think it's so pretty, like, so pretty. And this is what that one looks like. I will say that I wasn't as blown away by the quality of this palette, but I do like that it's a bit different, which is... It's not always like that different when it comes to ColourPop. This is the My Little Pony palette. I love the packaging of this one, obviously. And I do love the colors in this one. I think it's really, 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 really pretty. I also have the Chasing Rainbows palette. That one is really similar to this one. But that is in my haul pile, so I'll add that to my collection after I've hauled them. This is the key. No, this is not. It's called the Yes Please palette. I don't know what it says QAF on the front. I have no idea. But this is what that one looks like. This is that Warm palette that everybody was going crazy over. This is such a beautiful palette. This is the Femme Rosa palette. This is when Carucci and ColourPop did their first eyeshadow palette. This is so pretty, and I feel like this dark raspberry background is disrupting the shadows a bit because wow, this palette is so pretty. Like, oh, this one makes the most beautiful, like, romantic but also very vibrant eyes. This is probably my favorite ColourPop palette, I'll be honest. This is the Good Sport. This one is such a pretty palette. I love the quality, I love the color selection, I love everything about this palette. I love the packaging, love me a good cheetah print. And then it's the All I See Is Magic, which was the holiday palette of 2017, right? This was a beautiful palette. I am sad that something that's as beautiful as this one, like so pretty, that this was a limited edition palette, because that was a shame, because this one is so pretty. Then it's these two small palettes. This is the Pretty Much. I love this one. Please, ColourPop, make more small palettes like this. And this is the Make Up Your Mind. It's a very, very pretty palette. I want to do a look with these together. because I feel like people that own one of them might own the other one as well. And I feel very inspired seeing these two together, so I might do that. This one I have just hauled, but I haven't done anything with this palette. This is the, I have only swatched it. This is the Ooh La La palette, the duochrome pink one. I haven't bought the duochrome purple, and I still haven't decided if I want to do that either. But this one looks really pretty. I actually am very excited to dig into this one and start using it. I think I'm gonna do like an let's go all in with pink with this palette. I think that that could be appropriate. So yeah, I think that that was everything. I didn't declutter that much at the end, but the palettes that I showed you at the end are palettes that I'm keeping here on my vanity and not in drawers, because these are the palettes that I love the most and reach for the most and want to reach for the most. So it only makes sense that those are not the palettes that I want to declutter. I mean, to me it makes sense at least. And I am very weak towards like indie brands, because I love indie brands and I love supporting like bosses, like independently owned companies, and like independent bosses just being creative and being driven and just living their dream. I want to support that. So I didn't declutter a lot of those kind of things. I only think I decluttered one in the eyeshadow palette, if we're not counting the Jeffree Star. But yeah, let me get rid of all of this. I'm not going to show you how it looks once I put it back, because I have these eyeshadow palettes in a various amount of different places. But I am going to bring up the ones I decluttered so that we can count them. Give me a little break. Okay, so these are the palettes that I have decluttered. I am just going to count how many. This is a contour palette. I'm going to put that to the side. And by the side I mean the floor. Because I'm not going to count that in the amount of like eyeshadow palettes that I've decluttered. But I'm going to count them and we'll see how many it is. I did not think that we were gonna do this many, but I actually decluttered 40 eyeshadow palettes. 40 mother fluffing eyeshadow palettes. I am so proud of myself. I'm gonna have so much room in my drawers. Oh my god, that is so amazing. And I have some friends that I know will be super excited about these. I have several friends, several colleagues, and like just people around me that have been asking me, are you gonna do a declutter? Because I know that they love makeup, but they do not buy makeup for themselves. So I will be so excited to be giving them some of these. And the ones that haven't been used at all, I am gonna donate. And I think that was everything for this video. I'm so excited. I only have lip products left to declutter that I am gonna film for you. And other than that, I am finished with decluttering my collection for this time. And once I'm done with decluttering my entire collection, I am gonna film a like a collection, a video. What do you call it? A makeup collection video. That's what it's called. I'm sorry it's late and I actually need to go to bed. And I think that was everything. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I will see you in my next video. Bye!